Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday Show with your hosts, Ken Tizzard and Music for Goats. Brought to you in full color and stereo sound amplification provided by Trainer. Broadcasting into the world from Storyhouse Studios in Campbellford, Ontario, you'll hear the best of old country, folk, Americana, punk rock, and 80s music delivered into your homes every week for free. And don't forget your regular dose of new and original songs from Music for Goats. Never be alone on a Wednesday night again, 8 p.m. Eastern and 9:30 for those of you in Newfoundland. Join the Whiskey Wednesday regulars on Facebook to be a part of the conversation, or watch on YouTube as well. Pour a drink, a cup of tea, or a nice cold long tooth. Roll up your best smoke and sit back and relax. Don't forget to hit the share button to help spread the word. The Whiskey Wednesday Show, every week. Cheers.
Yes, Ron, thank you very much to you and to everybody who helped make a really cool record. We recorded the music and absorbed all that, but it was really cool for you all to...
pay for it.
Yeah, like selling the back half of the record. For those of you who don't know, or if you missed it, like the album here, that's the album cover, and that's Steve on the album cover there, the Dagg sessions. But on the back, we sold the space off. I figured how much it would cost for me to make vinyl, and I offered the entire backup. You can buy a 32nd of it or a 64th or whatever, and all these people supported it. And that's really cool. It allowed us to do vinyl. I mean, the music would have been out digitally anyways, but having the vinyl is a treat. It's a real nice thing for people. It's real nice for us to see the support from you also. This one is quite cool for a variety of reasons, but let's give this one a try. This is going to take you all back. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I said I was going to play a new song, didn't I? Oh, is everybody left yet? No, there's still people here. Okay, well, here we go. Where did this one come from? Strangely enough, this one was written before everybody decided they didn't want to go back to work. And it's strange now. I play it, and that's all I can think about. It's not really what it was written about, but maybe it was. I'm not sure. Still working on it. This will be the first time. I played it for Mr. Grant and Neil on... When did we get together? Sunday. We played it Sunday, and I made them play it for a full 40 minutes straight. They wouldn't go for it. I wanted an hour, and Neil was like, 40 minutes is all you get, man. Like, we're not repeating it anymore.
That's right.
Yeah, so... No, we ran through it a bunch, and then Steve showed up tonight.
I was in full cranky old man.
You were in full cranky old man mode.
I just heard it tonight.
And then Steve just showed up, and he just heard it tonight, and we played part of it, maybe the whole thing.
I think we
played the whole thing. Okay. Do you remember parts of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't.
Also, you were talking me through it. So.
I was talking. I'll talk you through it tonight too. You guys will. This is a treat for you all at home. I'll call out some changes for Steve as we get through it as well. I'll see if I remember. I don't know what's going to happen. I've got to remember how to play the song, and I got to remember the new words that I just rewrote today. Prepare yourself for some mumbling, ladies and gentlemen.
So, Ken, what is this new song called?
Oh, yeah.
Give us the title.
The title of the song is Dollar a Day.
All right. Oh, it's
Yeah.
all making sense now.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's about what we get paid. Pretty much.
Way more than I pay you.
Yeah, right. I was being generous.
Okay, so let me just see here on notes. I just want to see. William Prince is next week. That's going to be so much fun. We might even play No Change in Me after this if I feel like it. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? It's too late for No Change in Me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's 9:30. It's almost past my bedtime.
Thing is, if we really mess this one up, we'll be too grumpy.
I know, that's true.
But-
Let's see if this one comes out. If we feel good after this one, we might even stay for another one. I hope you're all having fun out there. I certainly am tonight. It says, you know what it is? It's just nice to be home after all of that, all of that Toronto. Whew. Oh my, oh my. I'll just counter in there, guys. Start with that little instrumental bit. 1, 2, 3. I was walking down the road when a stranger blocked my way. It was muddy in his empty eyes. He made no move to step aside, he disregarded me. His brain was bleeding, compromised. It would be a rude awakening to knock him down and take away his shoes. There's one place I'd rather be, and that place, of course, is nowhere next to you. Well, you'll work harder with a gun at your back for $1 a day. You'll trade away your years to fight the fears they feed you for $1 a day. And hang on, we'll do 4 of these. Well, I stopped along the way to hear a politician speak. He stood to stand for something. Yeah, these aren't full songs. Caught Barry off guard there. It's Heather's birthday, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody say happy birthday to Heather.
Happy birthday, Heather.
Yeah. I just saw that. Very nice. Happy birthday, Heather. So that was the very first time that we played played that song. Pretty weird, eh? And Steve had just heard it that night because I think the 3 of us had kind of gone through it a couple days before. And then Steve just came in at before the show and we played it for him, and he just kind of played along with it. Wow, what a mess, eh? It's just incredible how these songs
Wait till you hear it
evolve.
tonight.
I know.
I think that was a mess.
$1 a Day. $1 a Day was a song that it just sort of came out of nowhere. I have no story to follow it up. But I can tell you about the video. We did a lot of videos on this. We had a lot of fun with videos on this record. So the $1 a Day video, it was the second video we did. I did the first one upstairs with you guys. It was the third, actually. End of the World was the first, but that was a year and a half before. That was a sort of a different point in time altogether. Anyways, the 3 of us went to the alley by the pub where we always hung out, and we reenacted the Dylan Ginsberg. Who was the other third character?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. Anyways, and we ripped off
you're
a.
right. Yeah, I think he's right. I think it was Timothy.
Was it Larry?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, David.
Yeah, I can't remember, but either way, we stole from a Dylan video, and we did this in 2 takes. We did 1 take, and then we did a safety, and then and that was kind of it. The funny thing about this video, I haven't talked about this yet, but the first time we did it, because you'll see in the video, I have like, I don't know how many cards, 80 or so cards, and I'm dropping them on the ground. So after the first take, which took like, 2.5 minutes, it was like, okay, let's go again. I'm like, oh, yeah, hold on a sec. I got to get all these cards back together. Meanwhile, I'm operating the camera and the lights, and you guys are waiting, and I'm trying to get it all together. So I ended up dropping a bunch of cards, but the last, I think, 8 or 10 cards are actually, when I was putting it back together, it was in the wrong order. And at the very end of the song, you'll see me, instead of drop cards, there'll be certain cards that I move to the back. But in my head, I'm counting, and then I do a few more cards, and I reach to the back and grab the next one, and I can't believe I actually got it right. I think I screwed one of them up, but you can see it at the end of the video. Anyways, so we're going to watch some videos tonight, and we're going to play some live music, and we're going to have some fun. Nice to see you all here. We got the gang here. It's a small gang so far, but it is the regular gang. Celebrating the Dagg sessions tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the first video for $1 a Day. I was walking down the road when a stranger passed my way. It was empty in his business eyes. He made no move to step aside. He disregarded me. His brain was bleeding, compromised. It would be a rude awakening if I knocked him down and stole away his shoes. There's no place that I'd rather be, and that place is anywhere here but next to you. Well, you'll work harder with a gun at your back for $1 a day. You'll trade away your years to fight the fears they feed you for $1 a day.
stood to stand for something. He promised better futures for everyone who took the line and got behind him. He grew ugly and unwise as he lied about the lies and how they made him feel. The cracks in his disguise grew wide and could no longer hold inside the truth that he tried to conceal. Well, you'll work harder with a gun at your back for $1 a day. You'll trade away your years to fight the fears they feed you for $1 a day.
We've got this one right here, which, as I explained the other night when we played it, has nothing to do with Ron Hines. But at the same time, there's definitely a line there that I pulled right out of Ron's catalog. And I don't have the link, Tony. My iPad is down tonight for some reason. But I did have a Ron Hines line in there. And perhaps, just perhaps, the song is more about him than I meant to. I've been waiting to write, my Ron song since he died. And I've written about 20 of them, and they're all fucking crap. So, there you go. Sorry, little online drama, not drama, just online communication. It's not really for Ron, but it definitely sort of works for him.
Seems like every meal he's ever eaten has come at the cost of a song. Not to say he ain't been hungry for those times you sang along. And his house is made from many doors. The address changes day by day. Been rambling around this world, killing time along the way. It's a long way to travel and $1 for a song. Well, another town behind and another comes along. His boots are feeling heavy standing on another stage. Fire in his bloodshot eyes again today. And for every girl he's ever loved, whose kindness helped him find his way through fumbling, tumbling, lonely nights to bring colors to the gray. Another lonesome sunrise just ahead. He's all scattered on the bed and his clothes are on the floor. He's heading out the door. It's a long way to travel and $1 for a song. Well, another town behind, another comes along. His boots are feeling heavy standing on another stage. Fire in his bloodshot eyes again today. You won't break in from this road. So much story still untold. Doesn't matter what you say, he's been doing it all his days. He's an old dog and you'll never change his ways. When he dies out on that highway and you check to find them cold. Just pull the old truck over, roll him off beside the road. For his life's been filled with many riches found upon this stage. When he gets his call to glory, and he knows his dues are paid, it's a long way to heaven and $1 for us all. Another town behind and another comes along. His boots are feeling heavy standing on another stage. Fire in his bloodshot eyes again today. Oh, you will break him from this road. So much story still untold. Doesn't matter what you say, he's been doing it all his days. He's an old dog and you won't break him from this road. So much story still untold. Doesn't matter what you say, he's been doing it all his days. He's an old dog and you'll never change his way.
Excellent.
Drunk, stoned, and broke, and I don't know if I'll see the sun tomorrow. If I come down from this place, I hope that I might never see your face again. Push back another round to drown away your sorrows. You know I'll hate myself tomorrow. Good God, I need it tonight. Good God, I need it tonight. Good God, I need it tonight. Good God, I need it. Good God, I need it tonight. I wrote that song and recorded it on an album called Between the Lines. It never really got released. I wasn't really happy with the way it sounded and the way it was together, and it was all my fault, so I just kind of really didn't do much with it. But while I wrote that song, I was also writing a musical with Brian Finley called Selfish Giant, and I took that song and I brought it to the musical and we wrote it into the musical as a hangover song. Good God, I Lead It Last Night. It was a song about, all these people who had gotten drunk the night before and they were waking up and realizing their hangover was upon them. It was a fun little piece. It was a great play, actually. It was a musical.
Oh, we're going to watch a video. Okay, yeah, so this video. So what did I do for this video? What did we do? It was only the three of us in this video, right? This was an expensive video. Yes, this one cost me a pair of drapes, which are now here. Yeah. So it was $65 for the drapes, I think, which I used to black out the upstairs hallway, little sort of sitting area at the top of our stairs between the two. It's a landing, I guess, between the bathroom and the two bedrooms, and the staircase. Is that what you call it, a landing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And at the end of the landing is a window. So I use these curtains to black out, sort of 6 feet wide. Right. The window, yeah, 6 feet wide by, sort of 8 feet deep. And then we blacked out all the lights and used and screwed around with the lighting and some contrasting on the on a camera app, fucking around with some of the actual old camera settings, and got it to look pretty nice in black and white. And then we just shot it 2 or 3 times. Barry, you were there, right? And Barry did all the moving camera stuff, kind of moved the camera around while we were each doing our thing. And I think we did it twice with the full band and once each, maybe twice each. Can't remember. And then we just got this together. So this video cost, under $40 to make. plus the time and, sort of
And the drinks.
writing the song and all that stuff. But, as far as just putting together a video, I like this one. This is cool. It's called Drunk, Stoned, and Broke.
Drunk, stoned, and broke, and I don't know if I'll see the sun tomorrow. And if I come down from this place, I hope that I might never see your face again. Push back another round to drown away my sorrow. You know I'll hate myself tomorrow. But good God, I need you tonight. Good God, I need it tonight. Have another toke and slip quietly to understanding nothing. Your words like poison smoke, and I'd rather see you floating in the air. Push back another round to drown away my sorrow. You know I'll hate myself tomorrow. But good God, I need it tonight. Good God, I need it tonight. Drunk, stoned, and broke, and I don't know if I'll see the sun tomorrow. And if I come down from this place, I hope that I might never see your face again. Push back another round to drown away your sorrow. You know I'll hate myself tomorrow. But good God, I need it tonight. Good God, I need it tonight. Good God, I need it tonight. Good God, I need it.
Pain-Free Living is a weird song. I'll talk about it for a sec. It came about when Allison was quite ill in Ottawa, and I was smoking a ton of weed when I'd get home from the hospitals just to kind of shut my brain down. Anyways, she at one point she was taking like 60 pills twice a day, like handfuls of pills, medications. And I was really exposed to a lot of different ways of thinking that I hadn't thought of in the past. Going through an experience like that, you think differently. Anyways, this song came out, and I thought, this is a ridiculous thing, and I tucked it away for a long time. And I tried it at the pub one night, just sort of on a lark, and everybody kind of reacted to it. Everybody was singing the choruses. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before, all that. They thought it was really funny and all that, and which is great. The kitschiest chorus I've ever written in my life. But then there's these very, very dramatic verses. Well, for me, they're not really, but they kind of feel like it to me because they're very things very from my sort of, anyways, my experiences. So I'm trying to think of a video to do this. It's going to kind of capture the mood of thoughtfulness and being provocative and all these things that the verses do to me in my mind. And I couldn't figure it out, so I spoke to Dave and I said, could we use your house to just have like some people over? And he said, yeah, sure. And then I was inviting some people, and I invited my friend Eric, who said, well, I can bring some stuff to decorate the table with. And I said, that's totally cool. he came over and decorated the table, and then I realized it was going to be a little bit more than just me being able to shoot this, so I found a local guy named Satch and his buddy Stevie or Spike, I'm not sure.
Steve.
Steve?
Steve, yeah.
Okay, Steve. Anyways, they came and did all the shooting. Anyways, what started out as a thought-provoking little video thing turned into, we only get to see like 21 seconds of it right now, but check this out. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. 'Cause I don't have the perfect job I dreamed of, and at times I can take it for a while. And sometimes I take small things for granted, while other times all I can do is smile. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. 'Cause I don't have a moment of pain-free living, and at times I can take it for a while. And sometimes it takes away a part of me that's real, and other times I just wanna close my eyes and hide. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. Here we go. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. To be honest, it's an uphill battle with depression, and the drugs the doctor gives me ain't so tight. Sometimes it feels like my skin is crawling, and other times bad TV can be alright. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. With we ended off with about 25 or 30 people throughout the night coming by and sitting in at the table with us in different points. And at one point there was a good 14 or so people sitting around the table, and it's all in the video. It's just a whole bunch of fun stuff with our friends from Campbellford and local area. So that video will be out in September. It was a lot of fun to shoot. Thanks for everybody for coming out, and thanks for Dave for letting us use his house, and everybody who worked so hard at it. And it was a lot of consumables in the
Yes, thanks to Eric
THC.
for the party favors.
Yeah, Eric, he was there as a friend, but Eric is. Let's do the picture. So this is the table. So as you go down the table, you see the little candies in the dish. Yeah, those are THC. Then there's some
giant
weed.
jelly bean dispenser in the middle of the table there.
Exactly. And then there's a big gravity bong, and then you got the popcorn, which again is laced with THC. And this little white thing that looks like a candle, that's actually some kind of a vaporizer that you put like these cocktail glasses over top and they fill with vapor, and then you put like a fancy straw in it and you drink it like a cocktail. It's amazing. What else do we got there? Oh, there's the goat, our goat from here, Neil's goat from his house. And you see a bunch of bongs and stuff everywhere, and big bowls just full of weed and hash and edibles. And there's the whole gang just before we started, almost the whole gang. There was some people sitting behind me and about 6 people in the kitchen. There's Neil at one point with his gas mask on because it got really smoky in there. And there's some people hanging out in the back. I love Ray Keys with his Dare shirt on. And there's Mr. Grant and Neil doing some shooby-doos with Stanley sitting in there. And then we're back to the main table again. Those gummies are delicious, by the way. They're so tasty, though. She's like, oh, I need more of those. I need like a dozen of them. We're going to do a brand new song now. This one has been played. It's been almost ready to be played in a few different states. And we've just decided we're going to bear it out to y'all tonight. So it's a song that was a long time in the works.
It's a good one.
Not sure about that yet, but
I am.
at one point in time I was doing a series at Motel. Trying to think who gave me the anyways, it was a tag that I'd stolen from somebody when we were chatting, and I said that'd make a good song title. And then a few months later I was doing a thing at Motel in Toronto. I was going down and doing Thursday nights there, and like Whiskey Wednesday, I needed a name for it, so I titled it Barstools and Broken Hearts, because playing at Motel, it's a big long bar, and like in front of you there's like 20 just bar stools with people sitting with their backs to you, like 5 feet away, staring off that way towards the bar while you play them. It's just the weirdest thing. It was a great place to play, a beautiful room. People would eventually turn around, but it was sort of felt like, it was just sort of bar stools and broken hearts, and some of the stories you meet there, and there was a few people that I met.
That's Daniel Graves' bar.
Daniel Graves' bar, yeah. Anyways. There we go. It's called Barstools and Broken Hearts, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Broken mind and broken body coming home to find life and love before the war turned cold and broke down over time. Broken family and broken love and tangled stories made up of the time you were away. A broken soldier's heart repays. Stop pretending it's a war outside. Don't pretend to be a truth from days gone by. It's just barstools and broken hearts. Another day, another fart. The fuzzy pieces in your head. Another stranger in your bed. It's just barstools and broken hearts. Another day, another start. To face the truth and climb that hill. Another prayer unwinds. Alone with the truth is the hardest time to kill. That song has been a lyrical struggle since the day I wrote it, and I know you've all heard me talking about it. It's a pretty straightforward song, arrangement-wise and stuff, and the entire the lyrical narrative of the song is pretty straightforward. But what I did, I thought I was being clever, was that I used the word broke in like every second line. And what that creates is a tangle of what broke thing am I talking about now. TJ Champagne came to visit us recently, which was awesome. TJ is a photographer. He's a great photographer, does all kinds of wonderful stuff, high grain, really intense focus stuff. And he came up and shot a few photos of us. And yeah, this is one that you guys nobody's seen yet. I haven't used this one yet. That one's neat, eh? Lutley, he's really good at capturing texture. He does such a great job. And
Yeah, super.
yeah,
You
so-
got the tallest guy at the back as well.
yeah, well, he was going for some kind of perspective, I guess. So it's
How many shades of gray in there?
yeah, I know.
God knows.
More than 11. Anyways, thanks TJ for doing that. TJ's great. If anybody needs any photo work around town,
And it
he
was
does
his birthday
amazing
last
stuff.
Saturday, so happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday, TJ. Excellent, excellent. TJ also shot a video for us, which is going to be the video now.
1, 2.
Broke minds and broken bodies coming home to find the life and love before the war turned cold and broke down over time. Broke family and broken love, the tangled stories made up of the time you were away. A broken soldier's heart replays. Stop pretending there's a war outside. Don't pretend to be a truth from days gone by. It's just bar stools and broken hearts. Another night to fall apart. Puzzle pieces in your head. Another stranger in your bed. It's just bar stools and broken hearts. Another day, another start. To face the truth and climb that hill. Another prayer unwinds. Alone with the truth is the hardest time to kill. Broken jobs and broken dreams. A little too old it seems. The life you thought you'd have lives only as an illusion now it seems. Broke wallet and broken hearts have put you in this place. The whiskey, drugs and cigarettes are filling up that empty space. Stop pretending it's just the way things go. Don't pretend to be more than the lies that we all know. It's just bar stools and broken hearts. Another night to fall apart. Puzzle pieces in your head. Another stranger in your bed. It's just bar stools and broken hearts. Another day, another start. To face the truth and climb that hill. Another prayer unwinds. Alone with the truth is the hardest time to kill. Broken promises and broken truth. The radio plays songs from our youth. The bands that we both loved. Twisting words we sang like mourning doves. Broken world and broken people trying to get ahead. The sympathy that lies beneath for all intents gets left for dead. Stop pretending it's a war outside. Don't pretend to be the truth from days gone by. It's just bar stools and broken hearts. Another night to fall apart. Puzzle pieces in your head. Another stranger in your bed. It's just bar stools and broken hearts. Another day, another start. To face the truth and climb that hill. Another prayer unwinds. Alone with the truth is the hardest time to kill.
I'm going to try this. Last week, remember I told you I wrote a song. So I'm going to try a new song. I'm going to do this on my own, guys. See if I can remember any of it.
Well, that's just as well, because we've never heard any of
I know. So, as some of you know, like I wrote the last record, which is now the Dagg sessions, while I was in Ottawa. My writing is very fragile at the best of times, and the last few years it's been really just. I didn't want to write about COVID, even though it snuck into a few things. And I didn't want to write about Allison getting sick, even though it snuck into a few things. But last week I set up a little writing room for myself with no distractions in it. It's just a pencil, a sharpener, and some paper and a guitar and an ashtray. So last week I thought I'll go out there and I'll sit down and write a bunch of shit on paper and see what happens. I ended up putting this one out. I'm still not sure, working on the lyrics. I got 2 totally different choruses. Tonight I'll play a chorus 1.
52 years old, I'm bored and tired and horny and stoned, listening to the Pixies on the radio in my car. I'm missing you, I'm missing me, I'm missing them, hard to believe. It's been that long since 1984. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. Been listening to the Clash record playing on the radio, saying where have the good times gone. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone.
Last Monday I wrote a song. I played it last Wednesday. I think some of you remember I sort of played it 52 years old, I'm bored and tired and horny and stoned, listening to the Pixies on the radio in my car. I played the whole thing for you like that last week, just to get it out of my system. Thank you for bearing with me. And then on Monday this week, the guys came over for dinner, and I said, we're going to learn the tune. Monday afternoon, I was lying in bed, and I had some ideas, and we sat here, and we chatted about a few ideas, and came up with some groovy parts and put them together. Now, whether we can remember them or not, let's just go around the room. Neil, are you going to remember the parts?
J'espère.
French for?
I hope.
Mr. Grant, are you going to remember the parts?
I have despair. I'll remember some of them.
Remember some
I have despair. You can borrow them if you like.
And David, how about you, my friend?
J'espère sans despair.
Wow. Okay, good.
The optimist.
Hope, no worry. Gotcha. Okay. Me, I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess it up, but anyways, here we go. So I just got to remember that we do that little extension on the second chorus and the last chorus out, and then there's the down section as well. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, birth of a brand new song.
When we stop.
Birth of a brand new song with the band.
This could be interesting. No, it will be interesting.
It will be.
It'll be fucking great. It'll be fucking great.
I'm 52 years old, I'm bored and tired and horny and stoned, listening to the Clash on the radio in my car. I'm missing you, I'm missing me, I'm missing them, it's hard to believe. It's been so long since 1984. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. Listening to the Clash record playing, and I'm scratching at my head and saying, where have all the good times gone? I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone.
And it's really funny because you know what you guys are missing. What you guys are missing is the reaction of the guys seeing these things for the first times, and like when Neil just made that big mistake there that everybody heard.
Do you want to go and do that clip over again just in case anyone missed it?
Well, we all know that the Whiskey Wednesday show isn't about a concert. It's our rehearsal, it's our life, it's our hanging out with people online, the community that's here every week, and the people that drop in from time to time as well, and all the stuff online. So it's really neat for us to go back and see this stuff too. And I was sort of debating whether I sort of get into the meaning behind this song because it's fairly new to me, but it's very much a. I think it's a song for a lot of my friends. Dean, Johnny, Rod, a lot of the people that have passed on, Jackie. In the last few years, sort of people from my age group that I thought would be around later than they were. And been a few times I've kind of reached the phone and it's just like, oh yeah, no, they're not there. And then I kind of feel like, oh, I should have spent more time with them. Anyways, that was sort of the spark that sort of inspired this tune. And the three verses are all very different, but it's also they're also very highly connected in my head. Anyways, that's probably enough about that. Often idols that I mention in the song are bands. If you don't happen to know the lyrics, are you all ready for a video premiere? Okay, so here's the story. I've talked a little bit about AI because it's impacting a lot of things. It's impacting a lot of things in the world. And I mean, AI, I guess, sort of started, the most sort of common thing probably is the bank machine. That was when we stopped sort of human interaction and started interacting with machines. It's gone a long way. It's gone a long way. I've got some videos that I was going to make. I like making videos. So we've been making some videos with the band, and I thought, well, this AI thing is sort of going around. I better sort of take a poke into it. So I spent a day doing some research on animated videos and the generators, the AI generators that they have out there. I messed around for a couple days, and I kind of went, wow, I think I just made a video. And I watched it a few times, and I made some tweaks. And it's amazing how much control you do have over what's happening, even though there's also a random chaotic factor. It's an interesting way to work. I think for the sake of the art and the medium that is the internet, and music and visuals coming together, this might be a really new avenue for things. I know it's just creates interest to watch a video when something is happening that's visually stimulating. And often with four musicians sitting around playing their traditional instruments that we've seen thousands of times in videos, it's not that sort of stimulating after a while. Then again, it might be it might be too far the other way, but. It was sort of an experiment that went right, and I'm going to do some more work. I'm just touching the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, just barely. I couldn't even really give you a lot of information on what happened, but this was the outcome. It's the new video, which will be out at midnight on YouTube, and it's the video for Already Gone, and it goes like this. 52 years old, I'm bored and tired and horny and stoned. I'm listening to the Pixies on the radio in my car. I'm missing you, I'm missing me, I'm missing them, hard to believe. It's been so long since 1984. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. I'm listening to the Clash record playing, and I'm scratching at my head and saying, where all the good times gone? I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. It's one of 1,000 shows I'm super excited to see, although it's hard to find my way into believing. Idols the band, I'm missing stereo, missing bass, I'm missing 2K in my face, I'm missing something righteous, something dangerous. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already
last cruel night of summer. Digging through ashtrays once again. What a time we've had. Good night and God bless. Most of my friends are so very lonely. I won't hear you calling on the telephone. I'm already gone. Been listening to the Clash record playing, and I'm scratching at my head and saying, where all the good times gone? I won't hear you calling on the telephone. I'm already gone. Been listening to the Clash record playing, and I'm scratching at my head and saying, where all the good times gone? I won't hear you calling on the telephone. I'm already gone. I won't hear you calling on the telephone. I'm already gone. I'm already gone.
Damaged, tired, and broken. There's nothing left to hide. You still seem far away from me, but you're here by my side. The street light in the distance, through the window hits your eyes. The devil's got his hand on you. Your tears are running dry. Whatever happened to finding our way? How did we get here on the other side of today? Picture perfect daddy's girl. You couldn't do no wrong. And he came up beside you, and so you played along. 2 kids, nice house on paper, good, but you don't understand. We smile our way through choices, and time slips through our hands. Whatever happened to finding our way? How did we get here on the other side of today? Whatever happened? Today's been so long. How did we get here on the other side of wrong? Damaged, tired, and broken. There's nothing left to hide. You still seem far away from me, but you're here by my side. Whatever happened to finding our way? How did we get here on the other side of today? Whatever happened? Today's been so long. How did we get here Okay, we're going to move into another song now. This is a song about heartbreak, sort of. It's a song that I never got around to really writing a chorus for, so it's just kind of this little musical thing. And after examining it for way too long and trying to turn it into a proper song, I kind of finally went, you know something, it's done as it is. It's done as it is. Why bother forcing it into something it's not? Okay, this is a song called Good and Goodbye. Here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
You don't love me no more, baby. You don't love me no more. My sweet baby. Oh, you don't love me no more. Each time I see the truth behind those eyes, but I just don't see it. So goodbye. Used to holler like a freight train. You don't holler no more. My sweet baby, oh, you don't holler no more. I can't believe everything I tried, but I just don't see the good, so goodbye. Used to be so lucky, I'm not lucky no more. I used to be so rich in love, now I'm not even dirt poor. I can't see the truth behind your lies, but I just don't see the good, so goodbye. You don't love me no more, baby. You don't love me no more. Oh, my sweet baby. Oh, you don't love me no more. Each day I see all the truth behind your eyes, but I just don't see the good, so goodbye.
Here we go, that one's coming together. It's getting close, it's getting close. Ah, nice. Okay, how are we doing? We're doing great here. We're having a good time. Oh my God, am I ever excited? So yesterday, I got up and I got an email saying, "Oh, your renewal for neural images or whatever it is, the place I made the video for, is up for another month." And I thought, "Oh, great!" And I went, "Well, I better make another video then." So I spent yesterday and today fucking around and. A lot of misses, a lot of closes, a lot of sort of almosts, and then we ended off here. And today I just kind of said, this is going to be a great lyric video. So check out the new lyric video for Morrissey.
For once in my life, I'm feeling sorry for people around me who think I'd be better off dead, or at least being quiet. It didn't take much to get it started. Some simple words between two friends. But then again, a spark can burn your whole house down. My guardian angel has a voice like Morrissey. He's cruel and sublime and appropriately ill. He stopped making sense shortly thereafter. You wished you'd never open your mouth, and you chose to hide behind a lie that someone else gave you. My guardian angel voice like Morrissey. He's cruel and sublime and appropriately ill. My guardian angel has a voice like Morrissey. He'll call you out and he'll make you his fool. The pressure was more than I could take, so I filed it away, and I thought maybe I'll come back to it a little later. I heard your name through a friend today. He apologized for bringing you up. I said, well, that's all right. I was over it before it even started. My guardian angel has a voice like Morrissey. He's cruel and sublime and appropriately ill. My guardian angel has a voice like Morrissey. He'll call you out and he'll make you his fool.
So, anybody who knows me, that doesn't really matter. I guess if you're gonna put songs or art or film or literature out, does it really matter who you are? If it does, that creates a whole bunch of questions. If it doesn't matter who you are and the art has to stand and represent itself, at what point do you get concerned? And I say this and bring it up because there's a song that I wrote. It's been in the line over you. I'll be over you as soon as she gets under me. That's the catchphrase or the chorus or tag of this song. This song started as for me as an exercise in cliches. I started writing out every cliche I could think of, from the simplest to like the most sort of complex. And as I went through this list, and then I kind of sort of, okay, let's switch it over to sort of country tunes, sort of things that you would hear in classic country tunes, the cliches from there. And then I started going through modern day versions of that. And I mean, I don't think there's anybody that I know that at some point in time didn't think that going out and kids watching, having fun with other friends might make them forget about a friend that left them at the movies. I'm using an analogy here for the kids, folks. But everybody at some point thought that was a good way to get over somebody. Find somebody else, get over it. And the song strings together a whole bunch of cliches into a story about a man whose wife has been unfaithful to him, and he leaves her, and and he's going through all these cliches of divorce and cliches of separation and cliches of what happened, and he gets to the biggest cliche of all, where he tries to throw it back in her face by saying, "Well, I'll be over you as soon as she gets under me." That's the crux of this song. I generally don't like to describe my music too much. I talk a lot, but I generally don't like to describe the songs. As Ron Hines once said, explanation is the ruination of art, and I get that. And maybe there's more to this song that I don't get. But we played it a couple of weeks ago, and I posted it, and it got me banned from a Facebook group for inappropriate, misleading, and offensive lyrics.
There you go.
And I thought, okay, well, this is obviously not somewhere that I want to be hanging out, because I've thought long and hard about this song. And just, if it was the other way around, would it be as offensive? Maybe. Maybe the idea of thinking that sex can overcome love or sex can make you forget a broken heart, maybe that is offensive. That doesn't make it any less valid in something that happens in our world. And as a musician, I just kind of reflect back what I see.
Please don't look at me when you say that.
Anyways, this is a song called Over You. If you feel like leaving the station now because this is too offensive, please shut the door on the way out. 1, 2, 3. You broke my heart. You've been untrue. Can't bear to spend another minute with you. Cold-hearted girl, you ruined my life. Now I'm moving on. I won't stay to fight. Gonna pack my bags, take all that I can, get far away from you and your new old man. Gonna pack my bags, I can't say when, but someday soon you'll see. I'll be over you as soon as she gets under me. For years I've tried to do you right. All those toothless words sure rang true tonight. I've tried to please. You had me on the go, I was on my knees. I'm moving on, take all you behind. I can't say I'm happy. You treated me so unkind. I can't say when, someday soon you'll see. I'll be over you as soon as she gets under me. Friends that I had, all the things that I loved to do, you crushed all my dreams, and now I'm leaving you. I can't say when, someday soon you'll see. I'll be over you as soon as she gets under me. I'll be over you as soon as she gets under me. I'll be over you as soon as she gets under me. Is that what was the video Rewind tonight is End of the World. And of course, End of the World was one of the first tracks that we did. This was kind of around the time of Steve's diagnosis when we didn't know what the seriousness of his illness was and how it was going to go. And we had kind of started recording and we kind of laid parts of this one down. And then Steve got a little complications, so we took some time off, and then we came back and we decided to shoot a video for it, use it as kind of a tie over, because it had been a few months since we did anything. And then Steve and COVID and everything hit, and that sort of took 2 years out of it. So this video is actually quite older than the rest of the record. And it's neat. We went down to the Erin, which is the theater in town.
You won't believe how young we look.
I know. You won't believe how young we look.
No, I won't.
We stood out in front of the Erin, and Al came down, didn't he? Al Petman.
Al Petman
came down and helped with the video and took some photos.
Yep.
He did some great photos, but he helped with the video because Steve had to be in the video at times. And it was great. It was really cool. The drivers and stuff were respectful of us in the road. They'd honk and give us a wave and stuff and cheer us on. So that was kind of cool. And neat to do a video in our hometown of Campbellford, Ontario. So that's going to be the video rewind tonight. But
I don't want to hear about your new sensation. I don't want to reconnect my old relations. I don't want to hear your frustration all of the time. It doesn't take a genius to see that she's a girl. It doesn't take a genius to rule a broken world. It doesn't take a genius to ignore the facts all of the time. No sense in asking, is this the end of the world? We'll know it's over when it's done. There's so many ways I pictured in my head, but I never saw that one. Close truths are dangerous, rumors and lies, far from the truth and nobody's surprised. We're all too busy watching Peaky Blinders all of the time. It doesn't hurt sometimes to go outside your door. Sometimes it's okay to clean a dirty floor. Just remember to wash your hands all of the time. No sense in asking, is this the end of the world? We'll know it's over when it's done. There's so many ways I pictured in my head, but I never saw this one. And asking, is this the end of the world? We'll know it's over when it's done. There's so many ways I pictured in my head, but I never saw this one.
this was when we shot the End of the World video, which you'll see, you won't see tonight. The one that you see tonight is the one that we shot at West Bend, which Steve also recorded and directed. So Steve did the video work for the End of the World official video, and he also did the work for he was working for West Bend doing their digital concert series, which we were a part of. And Steve recorded that as well as played in it. He was always doing that. He was always sort of setting up and being behind the scenes and in the scene. And anyways, it was a neat thing. And I just love this. This was after we shot out front of the Erin. It was towards the end of the night. He was just sort of gathering up crap that had compiled all around the street and moving it to a place. And he looked back and I snapped that photo. I always like that one. Is that the last one, Barry?
That's it, yeah.
There we go. Next week we have an all request week, ladies and gentlemen, so get your requests up as soon as you want. We're going to play the closing song of the album before the secret closing song. And the closing song is Over You, and the secret closing song is called Chemo Brain. Chemo Brain, where'd that one come from? Well, when Allison was starting her treatment, part of the first part of Allison's treatment of her stem cell transplant was to have all these different chemotherapies put into her, anyways. And the doctors were talking about this thing called chemo brain, which at a certain point, the chemotherapy you just get wired and you're totally like sort of out of it. And I remember being in Ottawa at the apartment, and I walked by the bedroom, and I looked in, and Alison was sitting on the bed, and she had her legs crossed, and the blankets were all around her, and she was just sort of taking her hair, and it was just coming out in clumps, and there was a big pile, and she was just laying it in front of herself, and she was talking to me, and it was like she was totally unaware of what was happening, but she was also so wired, and it was just, and I just went into the living room after she calmed down, and I sat down with my guitar, and I wrote this thing called a little musical piece, and I called it Chemo Brain. So you'll hear that when we learn it. Oh, so last week, I don't know who remembers here, but this is an interesting thing. Last week I was talking about the new video for Already Gone and how I used AI, and some people had asked about it, and I said, okay, so here's the deal. Over the course of the show, give me a couple prompts, type a situation into your computer and send it to me. And we had things like skateboarding codfish and sunset on a beach and a loon in the lake in the night and a mouse scurrying in the field and all these little things. And I thought, okay. So there's a song on the record called Chemo Brain, which is a little 1 minute sort of tag at the end of the album. And I put in all the prompts that everybody gave me and just basically let it do its thing. And we came up with a little video for Chemo Brain, and it looks and sounds just like this. Oh, no, not quite. It looks and sounds quite like, no, maybe?
Sorry.
That's okay. Broken Hearts. This has been such a crazy, interesting night. I've got to say, thank you all very much for, many of you have been a part of this for so long. Being in since the original conception of the Whiskey Wednesday show online all the way through to what we're doing now. And some of you have been around since the pub days. This is the first album. I've always, for the last few records, everything has happened at the Whiskey Wednesday pub. That's where all these new songs for the variety show players, Bad Intent, all that stuff came out of there. And this album didn't. There's nothing. Well, no, that's not quite true. Pain Free Living is represented a little bit from there. Other Side of Wrong. But that's really it. But the rest of these have been sort of birthed here on the Whiskey Wednesday show. And as we saw tonight, it's kind of interesting to look back and see these things. So thank you all very much for being part of it. Thank you for...
Once again, thanks for spending another Wednesday with us here at Storyhouse Studios. Thanks to Trainer, Yorkville, and a Longtooth Beverage Company for being a part of the show. We love our time on the Whiskey Wednesday show and appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to hit up the tip jar if you feel so inclined. Never expected, but always appreciated. Tune in every week for more guests, songs, stories, drinks, and gear talk. And don't forget to visit the website, www.kentizard.com, to sign up for the Whiskey Wednesday wrap-up. Compiled by Allison, this is a monthly overview with highlights, directories of songs, and so much more. Be kind, be helpful, be happy, be safe. See you next week.
The seal on a Jim Beam can of